For a warning for y'all who didn't read the description, which, if you did, you can skip this. I'm sorry, it's just that some people like to skip the description without even realizing what they're going into, and then they just go into a spoiler of their favorite thing. So this is a spoiler warning, because this is a spoiler warning for my next parts. It's just that the reason why I'm spoiling it is sort of because, it's getting boring in not being able to share my little project. Romadarks has spoiled his project 2 times. Actually, more than 2 times. I think it was like 5 or 4. I'm pretty sure I can correct myself in the future. But I really don't know how to edit with MobiZip, so I sort of can't. I sort of sometimes run it through FlipaClip, which makes it harder to work with, considering how, in real life, if it was an animation, it would be 240,000 frames per second. That's what real life would be like as an animation and how many frames per second. And that's a lot. Now, FlipaClip's max is 24 frames per second. And it also makes my voice sound weird, so the animation would lag behind. And I don't want that to happen to me because one popular YouTuber actually had it happen to them, where it lagged behind because of their editing app. It actually happened before. I'm not even joking. I have YouTube Studio, which people have been telling me. I've looked up a tutorial on I just searched how to YouTube, and there's actually a video called that. But it recommended me to get YouTube Studio. That's literally all I needed. Also, just so you're aware, I'm working up to an animating pad that's $2,000. 2,000 American bucks. Also, my animations do not have text that is in English, because some people can't understand English. And I'm sort of inspired by Romadarks, who also does this. The reason why I want to do this is because I don't want people to get confused. Also, I'm learning how to speak German because I realize I'm part Italian, German, and Irish. Oh, and I'm also slightly part American. Same thing with my little brother. Also, my great-grandpa, turns out he served in the war. He got shot 3 times or 2, I'm not sure. I'll try to recall it later. And he still survived. I'm impressed. Also, the reason why it's called For YouTube is because my other stuff are just the games I like to play. I should probably put YouTube in For YouTube. That's a good idea. But I don't want to do it on camera. Because some people get so much influence by their own YouTubers. They install every single game their YouTubers have. And I sort of don't want to be that type of YouTube. Anyways, make sure, here's a pro tip for people using FlipaClip. Turn off your Wi-Fi. Go back to the home because you don't actually want to turn on your Wi-Fi because they're trying to trick you into turning on your Wi-Fi. In this new update. So this is the part that I'm most proud of. Look at this. This is perfect. I've also learned how to animate more. Also, I know I changed my name, but I sort of don't want to change it in this animation because I'm a bit lazy today. Also, for some weird reason, our family keeps on coming down with some mysterious illness, We're not sure if it's the cold or not. But we came down with like this mysterious illness, and one of the things that I got is a sinus infection. Since then, it's hard to lay down and breathe. Like I have this Vicks Vapor Rub? It also has like an air thing in case if the Vicks Vapor Rub doesn't work. Most of the time, Mom doesn't have it on, but sometimes I feel like I need it on. I'm just gonna pause this real quick. Also, my profile picture is actually my cat called Bobo. He's a pretty kitty. He loves to be called Pretty Kitty because if he isn't, he gets mad. Like hissing mad. You love your little kitties. Also, don't mind the 1 out of 3. You think I'm just gonna end this on a one-parter. You thought I would have this as like a whole entire part branch off the series. Nope, this is the explanation to my other part, which is going to be called Strangers, because that name has been floating in my head for a long time now. Also, this little fade. You see the little fade that I have? I can actually do that if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Ow. I was so close down. Also, just so you're aware, for some weird reason, it takes 1 week for me to make 1 minute because of how detailed my animations are becoming. Also, I finally learned how to make like the dust effect. And no, I'm not going to show you most of my part. Now on Strangers, it isn't completely finished yet, but I got better at animation. I was rushing to do this, but then I slowed down and I made this. Turns out slowing down gets you really good stuff. Also, I love how I managed to make a Ramadark style, but just so you're aware, I'm never doing it again, cause dang, it takes long. Never mind the part where it said the imposters, okay? Okay? Just trying to show you the dust animation. Watch this. Also, none of my animation is rigged whatsoever. And that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!